Like the German settlers who took a leap of faith to leave their homes and settle Frankenmuth, our family embarked on our very own journey into the hospitality business all the way back in 1929. First starting Zender's restaurant, and then in 1950 acquiring Fisher's Hotel directly across Main Street. Our grandfather Tiny ran Fisher's, and after 9 years of brainstorming, he had the vision that would give birth to the Frankenmuth we know today. He remodeled Fisher's with Bavarian architecture and renamed it, you guessed it, the Bavarian Inn Restaurant.
I didn't want anyone from the outside to purchase Fisher's and operate it in a substandard way. It would reflect on our business and the reputation of our town. To make sure this business was successful, I took a leave of absence from my farm duties, and Dorothy and I became managers of Fisher's. Dorothy and I were only supposed to work at Fisher's for 5 years, then return to farming, but there were always so many projects going on, we just couldn't leave.
Over the years, we kept adding on dining rooms because we had lineups. So if you added on dining rooms, you needed to add on more kitchen. If you had more kitchen, you needed to have more boiler capacity.
We started with 1 dining room and now we have 12 dining rooms, and they have changed with each dining room having a little bit different feel, so that if one guest likes one dining room better than the other, they have this choice.
From 1959 on, there was nearly non-stop remodeling and expansion to the building with authentic and fairy tale Bavarian design. Tiny's wife, our grandma, and family matriarch, Dorothy Zender, was known for saying time and time again,
and I said, I think we picked the wrong business. We should have been in the construction business instead of the restaurant business. It seemed that every winter when business was slow, we had to build something.
1967 saw the addition of our 50-foot glockenspiel that houses a 35-bell carillon. All imported from Germany, this combination clock and bell tower has a revolving figurine movement that tells the legend of the Pied Piper of Hamelin. Adored by young and old alike, the glockenspiel became an instant Frankenmuth landmark. During the Bavarian transition of the restaurant, Frankenmuth also grew as a popular retail tourism destination. Our family decided to call the architects once again to design a retail concept for the lower level of the Bavarian Inn restaurant. We currently have 6 quaint shops that are known as the Bavarian Inn Castle Shops. Our grandfather Tiny was fond of saying he was a farmer at heart with a restaurant hobby. We pride ourselves as being a business that loves to provide local food options, and in this spirit, we decided to open Michigan on Main in 2014. This bar and grill, located inside the Bavarian Inn restaurant, not only offers charming views of Main Street, but also has a delicious menu that is dedicated to celebrating our great state's diverse agricultural products. We think Grandpa Tiny would be proud of our devoted efforts to support the great farmers in Michigan.
With the success of the retail stores within the Bavarian Inn restaurant, we forged ahead to offer more retail locations along Main Street. Tiny's daughter, Judy Zender Keller, and her sister-in-law, Karen Zender, together opened Bavarian Inn's first freestanding Main Street retail store in 1969. They called it the Schnitzelbank Shop. Next came the Covered Bridge and Leather Gift Shop, enjoying its grand opening in 1981. With renovations in 2021 and 22, the Covered Bridge Shop has been reborn, and along with fabulous retail, it now includes its own full-service bar inside. To meet the ever-growing demand for retail tourism in Frankenmuth, our Bavarian Inn Zender family developed the Frankenmuth Gift Shops, Inc. in October of 1988. Our newest addition to the Frankenmuth Gift Shops, Inc. family is Frankenmuth. Opened in 2018 on Main Street, Frankenmuth is a store offering humorous gifts, masculine-focused merchandise, and more. It is complete with a full-service bar, offering indoor and outdoor seating. Frankenmuth Gift Shops, Inc. currently operates 9 independent retail stores. With the increase of visitors into Frankenmuth in the 1970s, additional parking was desperately needed. The family purchased property across the Cass River, and it was decided by brothers Tiny and Eddie Zender to build a bridge. The Bavarian Inn Holzbrücke covered bridge was completed in 1979. It was pulled into place by a team of twin oxen, Buck and Bright, family, and members of the community. The bridge provided transportation across the Cass River. to the newly developed parking lots and quickly became an attraction within itself. Having spent over half a century bringing enjoyable dining and retail experiences to our guests, we recognized that Frankenmuth was becoming much more than a day trip destination. In March of 1985, the family broke ground on construction of the Bavarian Inn Lodge. Its first phase opened in 1986, consisting of 100 guest rooms built around an indoor courtyard, complete with a swimming pool, restaurant, lounge, and meeting rooms. 3 years later, in 1989, the demand was there. 98 guest rooms were added, and the first phase of the Fun Center with a pool, games, and the Ratskeller was constructed. This was followed by another major expansion of rooms, bringing the total to 360 guest rooms, and expanding the Family Fun Center to 35,000 square feet in 1994. This included the addition of another pool, whirlpool, more games and entertainment, and an indoor Bavarian-themed mini golf course. To better serve our banquet, wedding, special events, and conference-minded guests, our family focused their attention on the construction of the Bavarian Inn Lodge Conference Center in 1998, allowing us to host events up to 500 guests. 1999 saw yet another expansion of the Family Fun Center and the addition of 2 more pools. With the growing request of more water attractions by our guests, in 2012 we introduced 2 4-story water slides. Our most recent lodging addition in 2022 is the Residence at Bavarian Inn. This stunning heritage estate home can accommodate up to 16 people and is adjacent to the Bavarian Inn Lodge.
When Carling's Brewery closed its doors in Frankenmuth, our family decided to purchase the property. There were many different concepts for development discussed on the 10-acre site. Eventually, the family decided to construct a Bavarian-themed shopping village. It opened for business in 2001 as Frankenmuth River Place Shops. Beyond offering over 40 shops and attractions, 9 of which are operated by our family, Frankenmuth River Place Shops is host to some of the city, state, and even country's largest festivals and events. Home to over 15 annual events, some of our guest favorites include Dog Bowl and Balloons Over Bavarian Inn, food truck festivals, and Scarecrow Fest, to name a few. Our love for events and the need for additional seating inspired us to get into the bleacher rental business. In 2015, Bavarian Bleachers was born. The company quickly grew to become the largest mobile bleacher rental company in the Midwest. With the popularity of food trucks, we added the Cheese Trap food truck in 2017 and swiftly followed up its success with the Bavarian Inn Cluck Truck the next year. Both trucks travel annually throughout the state to festivals and events. We are sliding into our next phase of development with our largest expansion yet. In 2022, we broke ground on an $80 million investment consisting of an indoor water park and family fun center addition at the Bavarian Inn Lodge. R.C. Hendrick & Son Inc., who have built all 6 phases of expansion at the lodge, is the construction manager for this 7th project that will be adding over 100,000 square feet of family fun to our facility. This expansion will allow the Bavarian Inn Lodge to total over 140,000 square feet of attractions and entertainment amenities for our guests. We are excited to announce this new expansion will open in the spring of 2024. My grandfather Tiny had a motto in business: you must always be green and growing rather than ripe and rotten. I heard him tell me that time and time again. Our family likes to think we are following in his footsteps while we once again truly raise the bar on family fun at the lodge. This is an exciting project for us and all of Frankenmuth. Our Bavarian Inn Zender family is devoted to dreaming up and creating unique attractions and new experiences within our resort's many properties. This current expansion project is the first stage of development of Bavarian Inn's master plan. It is another step in the unending journey of creating fun and enjoyable experiences for our guests of all ages that visit us at the Bavarian Inn properties.